Hello, good evening for another evening for weaving. Just so you know that for the last few days, right, when I've been making these right, I'm trying to plan out what to make for them out because you can actually make bags as well. And so the ones I already made, where was it? I don't know to show you it, but I remember that I did do like 3 different ones. One was blue, white, 2 different shades of blue, and then white at both sides. One was white, red, blue, and then I did it again. So it was white, so it was red again, then white and blue on the top, I think. And then, but the one I'm doing right now is different. I'm trying to do because like, this is like a border I'm making, and then I'm trying to see if I can find another colour, right? Because I'm thinking about using this colour, but you know, to go with a bit, it might be a bit too dark. I think I'm not too sure. I best have something that's a bit more light. So at the moment, right, I'm thinking about making bags, as well to go with them. But at the moment, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I'm watching a video, is where you have to have 2 of these, like that, right, overlapping each other, and you put a gap in the middle, and you have something like a piece of leather, and you stitch, and you, well, unfortunately I don't have a sewing machine, which I'm planning to get at some point. I don't know how to use one of them yet, so it'd be a new thing for me to learn to do, is to use one. I'm as I said before, I'm minor autistic with and when I want to learn something, I'm not the one who to give up. So when you do something like this, right, it's easy to learn once you know how to. Because I had to learn to do it over 2 weeks ago. I bought one, then I had to learn. I had to watch stuff on YouTube how to do it, which I did do anyway. And then afterwards, right, I managed to know how to use it. Because it's the same thing with that. When I bought this peg loom, which I showed you, right? I'll show you again on. That's a peg loom. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, about 24, 25. These are the pegs, right? And each one has a hole, which is about that small, right? Or even smaller, but it's meant to be for the, this type of string. It is a string you can use as well. Sorry about that, I was just, right, that's just what I'm using. This is called macrame cord or string, it depends what the thickness is. This one is 3 millimeters. I've got one that's in the hallway, which is about 4 millimeters, but it's they call it macrame, but it's cotton macrame rope it's called, because it's the thicker. And when it says, so when you buy anything that's got like 1 ply, 2 ply, 3 ply, it tells you how many millimeters there is, and it's the thickness of it. And I've never learnt this before, right? Well, at some point, but I've started to do something different, which I've always wanted to do, and I enjoy it very much. I found out yesterday, right, during the history of weaving, that it goes back, it goes in back further. The weaving itself, right, started about 12,000 years ago. But it goes even back further than that. It goes back right where it originally started, about 27,000 years ago. So when weaving started, right, like what we call tapestry, at the time, where they used to have like, because when you go to like old buildings, as were now, because you know, because they're all part, like of a museum, you will find tapestries, right, that they used. And it's not the same weaving as this, right, but it's more or less the same, but it's very old as well. And they used, but tapestry, right, is very hard to do. I can't do it because, you know, I could if I learned, but, you know, but it's very tricky unless you know what you're doing, you know, because it's all about, you know, I can't really explain because I've never done it before. So, but when you're doing it, sometimes, right, it is a challenge because then you might have some wool or yarn, and that might, so at the moment, so sometimes you have yarn or wool, right? Yarn is the word for wool, basically, but you get the wool that's so thick as well. Like this one here, what I showed you before, this green one, like dark green one, this one here, it's a shade of green, but I can't, but what colour that's called, right, anyway. So this, right, this one is a lot thicker than compared to this one. This one is so soft, it's like touching a very soft, I can't remember how to describe it. It's so soft, right? It's nice to touch, basically. But you find some, right, that are quite thick, they're more rougher. So, and also sometimes you might make mistakes, which I've just done now, because I didn't like, because I'm too busy talking, right, which is fine, because I'm trying to, but at the moment I'm trying to create something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Because I've been to a place, as I said before, in Yorkshire. I can't remember what it's called because it's so long, but it's like a working area, like a village, but they do make things from, but like there's a bakery there, they do make toys by wood, glass cutting, all sorts. And when I went into this room with the weavers, they didn't use like this what I'm using right now, which is yarn. They're using different. I can't remember what sort of what they used at the time, but it was so intriguing me because they used to make like cardigans, jumpers, hats, all sorts really. So what I was saying is that, going back to what I was saying, that weaving, right, goes back to when it first started, just 12,000 years ago, but it goes back to 27,000 years ago. I can't remember what year that was, but I have been doing some research about it. So right now, what I'm doing a border of what I'm doing. So once I get the same fix as that one at the top here, I'm doing the same thing back here at the top. I'm trying to see what I can do with this space. And look, I tell you something, when you use that string, this string here, or cord, always make sure that it's not too tight, because I let my lesson about a few days ago when I was doing it last week, I think, when I went to well, one day when I went out somewhere out. So when I was setting it up, this with the frame itself, weaving frame, the top of it kept popping off, so I had to keep, put it back on again. So at the moment, right, I'm just doing I'm still learning to, to do some progression on my loop, on my weaving. So also when you're weaving, always make sure because you might get a little bit we call tangled up. And that's happened to me a lot, really. Because like here we are. I found them. Here we are. Like these here. Like these are the ones that I made. But I think what I might do is this time I've tried on this one, I'm gonna do the same thing before, but I'm gonna try and put some like tassels on it as well. So it can be like so you can use them like this, right? If you were to make more of these, you can make them into bags. So the more it's like, so if I was to do that, and it's so wide, you can, stitch them together and follow them over, and that's right. Or you can just, but at the moment, I'm trying to see if I can make them, just to make them into bags of what I'm making. The main problem is, right, when you're making bags, right, is that you need more wool, you see, right, because I have some wool, like the ones that like this here. So I'm trying to do is, if I can make this right into a bag, right, and use another one, right, they won't go well, but it might be okay as lining as well. You can use them as lining for inside of it. So at the moment, right, I need to buy some leather, or some material you can use to make so like that, right. So if I back like that, right, it's so wide, you put a bit in between, right, stitch both sides onto it, right, and then fold them over. But the thing is, you gotta do the bottom as well, so you got to like fold them in and stitch that as well, so it becomes like a bag then. But unfortunately, I don't, as I said before, I don't have a sewing machine yet. I did start doing one before, but the string was a bit more too loose. This is the one, you see, I was trying to do before, but as you can tell, it's like it's like baking string. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit, right? Okay, bye.